So Alia tells us that she's getting strong energy readings. That's what they always say from, you know, the exact same place we've been all this time. And I don't even know what she means by getting a data sample from it. She just goes, well, it must be Sigma. And of course, Sigma's behind everything, as always. And Alia, worried as always, tells us to be careful. So I'd be an idiot, as you will soon see, to try to take on all 8 Mavericks with regular X. So we'll just give the Falcon armor one last go. 4th armor would have been nice right there to be able to use charged special weapons against them, but whatever. And the music's changed to a little bit more upbeat. It definitely sounds like we're at a disco or something. Oh. Let's try Duff McWhalen's weapon here against these guys. Spikes everywhere on the ceiling. They don't even look like they should hurt you that badly, but you die instantly. Okay, so yeah, against these guys for X, we'll just, yeah, there we go. And I don't know what these things are they're attacking, but holy crap, they're annoying. Of course, I could have just used my hover ability and probably made that a lot easier. I'm just worried about losing steam over an area where there's not a platform. Okay, so extra life, and here we go. Oh, we can recharge our tank at the same time. Now here's the thing they did different than in every other Mega Man game in existence, as far as I know of, where you revisit. Yeah, they increased their life energy by and level 96. That makes them sound more powerful, I guess. They increased their energy by at least 2.5 times. It's really ridiculous. Even Sigma as a final boss doesn't have that much energy, but here goes nothing. And what I really hate is how long it takes to register damage when you use the tornado on him. Which means I'm probably just gonna straight up use regular Falcon armor shot. Unless he's above me, of course, in which I have the perfect opportunity to hit. Ho! I seem to be doing a lot better in the Falcon armor than the X. I mean, not in terms of damage, because I know if I were normal X, I'd be just about dead by now. But I meant somehow avoiding his attacks, too. And I don't know why that hit me, but we're making it. And seriously, I think I actually tested it one time. It takes 80, you know, single shot hits to. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I can only take like one more hit. Good lord. See, now try to do that with normal X. I'd be insane to even do it. It would take forever. Of course, I've done insaner things before. After all, I am planning on tackling Resident Evil Remake again on invisible enemy mode without saving. And I can't remember what... Oh, yeah. It definitely won't take down all his energy, but might as well try to utilize as much of it as we can. But yeah, if I were to hit with X's normal Buster shot, it would take at least 80 hits. That's how much life energy they have. It's ridiculous. Of course, you can't let those tornadoes... You're gonna have to jump over them right after he shoots it, because they'll increase in height and end up catching you. Woo! Well, as long as I don't get knocked off, I should be okay. Here he goes again. And wow, I almost died. In any event, I mean, I guess it was good to try it once, but I'm glad Capcom trashed the idea of giving them so much more life energy when you have a rematch with each of them. Because in a lot of cases, that would just end up wasting all your energy tanks, and, you know, it's right before the final boss when you're probably going to need them. You know what? I think I'll just stick with normal shot. I at least like to show you what the charged up weapons look like, because almost all the time, it makes even relatively crappy special weapons rather useful. Their charged version. Hey, you can't reach me with that. It is kind of cool though when he gets two of them together. They each go to one side of the room and they start attacking you simultaneously with their whip. Because of course, unless you get onto the wall, well, you're not really going to be able to avoid it. And I think I just glitched him. Grizzly Slash, it's been a while, sir. I believe he's weak to the spike ball, but I think he also has this really ridiculously long damage animation that makes it not worth it, kind of like with Matrix. So, screw it. It's not like it really does that much more damage than... And he's just so slow. I mean, he doesn't even... I guess it's due to his sheer bulk and size. That makes sense, but... I would have to say it probably makes him the easiest one to defeat. I mean, even here he almost gives himself away, even when he tries to sneak attack you like this. And where did the dirt and the earth come from in this area where he can actually tunnel through and sneak attack you like that? It kind of looks really out of place against the background. Yeah, you done with that? Thank you. Well, even normal X, I think I would have had that. Now this actually might not be so easy since I don't have guy armor. You know, with Zero, Duff McWhalen doesn't have much of a chance if you have his weakness weapon, but with X, definitely he'll get the opportunity to start fighting. He takes like a more aggressive stance when you take off maybe about 2/3 of his life. So he goes to the other side of the room and he starts trying to actively push you into the spikes. And the ice blows travel a lot faster, so of course it's definitely much easier to get pushed into the spikes that way. And so yeah, I'm actually they're kind of starting to create an interesting pattern here that yep, and there he goes. And I activated the thingy by accident. The floating attack. Well, we'll just try the next one for kicks. And Duff's weapon right here might actually, yeah, it seems to be a little bit more useful than the charge shot, because at least he doesn't have this incredibly long damage animation. Oh! I really hate it when I do that by accident. Uh-oh. Yep, there he goes again. remember back in the Mega Man 1 and 2 days where there was like 1 or 2 of the 8 bosses that would die almost instantly if you had the special weapon? Like, for instance, Metal Man. If you use his own weapon against him when you have a rematch with him, then he dies in like literally 2 hits. Still, in spite of that incredible weakness, he's probably one of the most awesome Mega Man bosses ever. Yeah, and I know he's weak to Tri-Thunder here, but I know he has another annoyingly long hit animation, so it's not even worth it to try. And wow, I'm really digging the jumper ability here. I have totally forgotten how useful it is. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to hit Izzy Glow this far up in the air if it wasn't for that. It's really pathetic when I can defeat his special weapon in midair. Oh, now he's getting a little bit more powerful here. Oh, well, I just assumed I wouldn't be hit if I stood in between them. Oh! Yeah. Oh, I got the last shot on him. We'll just go ahead and take care of the bat. Again, I refuse to say his name, it sucks so badly. He's weak to Izzy Glow's weapon, but I'm not using it. It would truly be worthless. I was just wondering if that really would do any significant damage. I mean, it'd be kind of nice if it had a specific use here, since you can only do it once in one life. So, you know. Whoops. Press the jump button twice by accident. So if it took out, say, you know, a good fifth of the Maverick's life, it would be really useful right here to use Falcon armor. I probably should have gone with Guy armor, quite frankly, but... well, no, not really. Because another disadvantage with Guy armor was that, you know, X's shots only travel so far. Oh, and you can, if you noticed, I had Ultimate Buster equipped on the Falcon armor, but I think the reason, I don't even think it's that you have to manually equip stuff on the Gaia armor, or maybe you do, but I don't even think it has any slots, so that's why I didn't even use a charge shot automatically every time with the Gaia armor. And this music, God, you're gonna make me listen to this for like 5 minutes at a time because you decide to up that ante on the Mavericks here with their help. Okay, so back to the duck. Wow, Grizzly Slash's weapon sucks a lot harder than I remember for X. Of course, if you use this weapon on him once, then for some reason all the ice blocks just vanish. And how is he spitting off that much? Honestly. And I better be sure to attack him as fast as possible, or else I'm just going to get pushed into the spikes before I know it. There we go. Come on, let's get this over with. Worthless. Got a surprise for me, don't you? Well, that was easy. Finally, just one more left. Kind of lulled me into a state of complacency there. That's how he was able to get me so easily. Well, that time I was just being an idiot. Yeah, I guess he's good at backing you into a corner and then taking advantage of it. Okay, he's about to get just a little bit harder. I gotta admit, that's an impressive attack right there. And that's that. Ugh, I said 5 stages, but I guess in a way I'm wrong here because you actually don't go back to the stage select screen at this point. But there's another... Oh, well, and this means I'm not going to be able to... Oops. I'm not going to be able to play as Zero against Sigma. Wow, I totally miscalculated that. So it is interesting, the floating platforms. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I keep letting go of the hover because I get scared to go forward if I don't see any blocks. Wow. Try to give his weapon another chance and it just fails me again. Well, that was useful. I can just make it the rest of the way. I made that particular round of disappearing platforms a lot harder than it needed to be. Interesting background. And Sigma really just got himself a tacky starch cape for this particular game. So Sigma's like, well, you know, I want to bring Zero back to the way he really was. Yes, I'd say so. actually does have a weakness in his first form, and that's Tri Thunder. And I think it is worth using overall. It kind of has that, you know, skip from one wall to the other, except not nearly as fast, I don't think, as the first, as him in the first X game. I've actually been able to do this without taking a hint of damage before. Just once you get the pattern down, he's generally quite easy. But his second form, you know, where he you know, integrates himself into some giant robot, well, that's another matter altogether. And wow, that did a lot of damage. And you just kind of have to jump over the... Yeah. Sometimes it's easy to do, sometimes I'd rather have a hard time with it. Oh, great, he's protecting himself with the virus now. That's nice. Well, guys, if I happen to fail here, and I probably will, I'll cut out and come back with 0. That'll mean having to defeat the 8 Mavericks again, I'm pretty sure. But at the very least, I mean, I won't make you watch that again. But I'd rather finish this game off with 0, quite frankly. I mean, true, 0 is now not able to take as much damage as X, at least, you know, compared to one of X's special armor, but, you know. Oop. And wow, even with Falcon Armor, Sigma does a lot of damage. I can't imagine trying to fight this dude as regular X. I think I managed to beat him once in X6 as regular X, but quite frankly, it was like the easiest version of him ever. Yes, thank you, Sigma. You've already said that. I appreciate the compliment. I'd sure like to know where he got that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dr. Wily made that for him. Dr. Wily's ghost or something. Mind Rage. Eat me, Sigma. And unfortunately, yeah, you have to go for the jewel on his head, but every now and then he just kind of... You know, he just kind of disappears, so you have to... I guess this battle would probably actually be fairly easy if he never disappeared. And there was absolutely no reason for me to get hit by that. Okay, if I have to end up taking on the Mavericks again, which I'm pretty sure I'll have to do. I'll just cut that part out. Sure enough, I do. Okay, guys, well, I'll see you when I get back to Sigma. Okay, and we're back at Sigma with Zero. And, I mean, I know Zero can't take quite as much damage as X in one of his special armors, but I don't see this battle really being any harder with Zero because he's able to attack the final form of Sigma a lot easier. You know, I could use the electricity attack here against Sigma, but you have to get so close to him, it's really not worth it. You kind of end up focusing your attack on him rather than just doing Zero's normal. That's the thing about Grizzly Slash. The weapon he gives to X pretty much sucks, but for Zero, it kind of becomes my main form of attack for the rest of the game, just that cartwheel slash that you can do so easily. Okay, whatever, Zero. I mean, Sigma. As we can tell, this form of Sigma is level 25, whatever that means. And with Jumper, you definitely have an advantage here. And also, with the final form of Sigma, all I have to do with Zero is just simply jump up and hit him. I mean, I don't have to climb up on the wall first or anything, so that's kind of nice. And I didn't mean to do that. I really wish you could deactivate that weapon you get from Duff McWhalen somehow. Yeah, and finally, this... It's so retarded. They don't even tell you how to use this. The weapon you get for Zero from Skyver. I mean, I did it by pure accident. It's like tapping twice and attacking at the same time. And what does it do? Nothing. It's hardly worth it. I don't think I ever figured out how to even activate that weapon until now. Oops. You see, Zero is actually able to damage him a lot quicker, a lot easier. And so will it be with the final form of Sigma as well, so even with his disadvantage and not being able to take as much damage, it'll probably be worth it. And I really like what Sigma says right here. It calls Zero the number 102. I don't think Zero quite gets it. But here Sigma hints to him that, you know, Dr. Wily gave him this battle armor and, yeah, old man. Zero's like, I don't know any old people. And he's like, well, haven't you seen him in your dreams? And Zero kind of starts to lose his composure here. Pretty good music right here, too. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, I not only do just a little bit more damage than X's attack, but I'm able to... Whoops. I'm able to hit Sigma a lot easier too, because I don't even have to climb on the wall. I just have to jump right up. Easy. And just gotta time it just right. I didn't time that one right though. Here's the thing, this seems like I'm having a really easy time right now, but the thing is, Sigma almost always activates this really annoying purple square that follows you around the room, and it does tremendous damage. It's pretty much just the trump card that he uses on you, so quite frankly, and that too, that does a lot of damage. In fact, if he activates the purple square, I'm probably gonna... Oh my gosh, hand die, thank you. Hey, you know what, screw it, let's just be safe. Well, I got really lucky, guys. I got really lucky there that he didn't use that fuzzy purple square attack. Yeah, Sigma can't even actually cuss. It's like they have to make this kid friendly in every way. Did Zero just say you've lose? Do you mean you've lost? Zero, this is between you and me. Leave X out of this. Well, Zero, now might be a good time to escape since he's exploding right in your face. Okay, fine, don't. That's probably the best I've ever been able to do in terms of taking damage. But I got really lucky there since he didn't use his trump card. Like the remains of Sigma. Drop dead. You know, it's amazing. Zero's been torn in half and then had a hole blown through, probably where his, you know, CPU is located, or his heart, his robotic heart, whatever you want to say, and he still is functioning enough, I mean, at all, but he's still strong enough to actually kill the remains of Sigma with one shot. With a Z-Buster, which sucks. Huh? His optimism led to his demise? You know, it's almost... This is a terrible picture right here. This almost looks like they're kind of grinning at each other like, yeah... This guy. No, this guy. Like they're brothers or something and they're just play fighting. They look like they're just having like some kind of playful, maniacal grin moment here. And of course, Zero's dying again. Premonition of Dr. Wily and so on and so forth. And then I guess we'll look at Iris one last time. So Zero just assumes that whoever this old man is, which of course we know is Dr. Wily, he was made to just be a threat to both humans and robots. Wily has been beaten by MegaMan so many times, he just hates everybody and everything now, and I guess he made Zero expressly for this purpose. Just to be a blight upon the world, so Zero's like, well, I'm better off dead. Of course, we all know he comes back. Again. And, oh god, here's one thing that really sucks. this music right here, it's so... Like, in and of itself, I don't suppose it's a very bad track. But it's so un-Mega-Man-like. I mean, you can tell there's like no guitar, no drum, nothing that, you know, has that, you know, hardcore rock kind of aura about it. This part, they really, I guess Capcom also figured this was something they should definitely scrap. They got the message and brought back kind of a more hardcore anthem for the beginning and ending themes to Mega Man X6. I mean, come to think of it, it pretty much sucked in X4 too. It was just lame. There's nothing memorable about it in any way. Yeah, there's Douglas, Alias, Cygnus, and Lifesaver. I think Lifesaver is the only Maverick Hunter that doesn't come back as a recurring character for X6 and so on forward. In fact, I think after X6, Douglas also disappears, but Alien and Cygnus remain. Which is nice. I like Alien and Cygnus. So, well, yeah, that's it for X5, and, well, I'd like to think that even as lucky as I got, managing to do well enough in that final battle kind of sort of made up for the two major moments where I fell continuously. But I'm not counting that Electro Trap, you know, jet bike sequence, because, I mean, nobody is going to do that in their first try perfectly. But yeah, back in the lava stage, I failed at that continuously. And then the laser trap, which I would have gotten through that so much faster had I even thought to use the obvious special weapon, which will get me through that. But yeah, next time. Actually, come to think, I'm doing this a lot earlier time-wise than you'll see when I upload to YouTube, because I gotta wait for Ixion to upload his LP of X4. I mean, we've been through that, but he was like, it's probably gonna be a month or so before I even get it up to upload to YouTube. But then during that LP, he said, "Why don't you just continue on with the series for me?" So that's what I'm doing. But I got bored this weekend, so I just thought I'd go ahead and get the actual recording out of the way, and I'll upload it much later after X4 is up. And next time, we'll continue with X6, and how they determine your hunter rank here, I don't know, but I definitely don't deserve a B and an A on either of them. The playtime's pretty pathetic, too. But, yeah, X6, not going to be any easier, really. In fact, it only gets harder. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, and I hope you guys are too. So, this is Sarah's night, and this is good night for now.